Hello everyone, my name is Luke Irvin, and this is a Take 25 short, episode 1. Today we're going to be talking about these guys. That's right, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I grew up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I had practically every toy. Somewhere I've got a picture with me and like every Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy I had laid out. So I'll try to find that. That'll be a good Throwback Thursday picture. So today we're going to talk about the new movie that recently launched that Michael Bay worked on. I was pretty excited. I grew up with these guys. I played with toys. I had the cartoon. I really loved the 1990 movie, especially 1 and 2. Those were just awesome. So I was pretty hyped about this to see how they did it. Well, it wasn't necessarily bad, but I wouldn't call it good. It's pretty much just okay. So we'll talk about the goods and the bads. So let's start with the bads. Well, the first thing, the Turtles. I was pretty disappointed that most of them had no personality. To me, Michelangelo made the movie. If he had no personality, I probably would have got up and walked out. I thought they did wonderful with him. Whereas the rest of the Turtles, not so much. Like, Leo was pretty stale. And also, just the guy who did his voice, Johnny Knoxville off of the Jackass series, I just couldn't shake that. Like, every time I heard Leo talk, that's all I could think of was him. I just couldn't get around that. They did something really strange with Donatello. I think they went a little too overboard to make him super nerdy and super geeky. Granted, like, some of the technology he used was pretty cool, but just emphasizing just too much on being a nerd and like changing his voice too much to sound like that, have a nerdy type voice, just didn't sit right with me. I mean, Raphael was decent, He was very just dark and angry, more of like that deep, raspy Christian Bale Batman voice. So he wasn't bad. And then, of course, the look of the Turtles. They changed the look, and after a while I got used to it. For me, I could adapt to that. That wasn't a huge deal. But they just weren't fun. They weren't the Turtles that I grew up with. And that's why I want to go see this movie. Little bit of spoiler, like, I was disappointed, like, when I think of Turtles, I'm thinking of the 1990 movies where they're all about cowabunga, and just having fun and eating pizza and just being teenagers. And just the way they kind of set up some of that stuff just didn't feel right to me. Another big complaint I had was that the whole movie felt like it was just about April O'Neil and not so much about the Turtles. You practically see her in just about every scene. The Turtles don't really make a big appearance until about, once you get at least 45 minutes in. The whole setup with Shredder was very interesting. I can tell that they had an original idea and had to change it. Something about Shredder just seemed off as well. And Shredder was pretty cool once he got the armor on. The robotic armor was very different. But I guess I can see, like, they're trying to go a little bit more modern with these Turtles. So it was kind of cool. The fight scenes were awesome. If I can really think about the goods of this movie, it was pretty much the fight scenes. All of the action, how they use their shells, some of the modern technology like Michelangelo's skateboard, some of the equipment that Donatello used, all of that stuff was super cool. The fight scenes were awesome. You can see a little bit of play on how they're going to link into the next movie, very similar to the older Turtles movies. So I'll be excited to see what they do with that. Hopefully they can bring back the essence of the Turtles, the things that we love. We want to hang out with these guys. We're expected to chill with a bunch of teenagers and laugh and have a good time. And also, another bad thing is the movie was it had that Michael Bay element of being pretty dark. There were some pretty dark elements in this. Um, Probably the two biggest that stood out was emphasizing on executing people, um, and then there was some acid that would melt the flesh off of you. That seemed pretty dark, and you know, I take in a whole experience when I go see a movie. So when I'm sitting in a theater that's packed with all ages, we're talking about 4-year-olds upwards to 40-year-olds. Hearing a lot of kids cry and get scared because they don't want to see the Turtles or Shredder or Splinter, it's kind of like we needed the fun Turtles. We needed to cut back on the darkness and really emphasize on the Turtles and making it fun. So, yeah, I would say check it out, give it a try. It's entertaining. For me, it wasn't the best movie, but it was entertaining. Um, if you took my advice, maybe wait for it to go to a dollar theater if you had it. But if there wasn't any other options and you wanted something just entertaining, go see the Turtles. If you just had a Friday night and you wanted just something that that would entertain you, it should do the trick. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on the Turtles. If I had to rank it, I would probably put it right in the middle, 5 out of 10. Give it a C. It just wasn't great. So I'm sorry, episode 1 couldn't have been like an awesome review, but we're gonna get through some bad and then get to the good. So I really hope you enjoyed episode 1 of the Take 25 short. And I want to end it with a question of the day. Question of the day is, which of the Turtles is your favorite turtle and why? So just let me know down in the comments, and look forward to reading them and interacting with you. Thanks so much.